It's time for a tropical weather update. I'm ABC 13 meteorologist Kevin Roth. All eyes certainly on the tropics as we have Hurricane Beryl. This is a Category 3, that is major hurricane status, Cat 3, 4, 5, and it is the first major hurricane in June east of the Lesser Antilles in recorded history. So we're doing things here that we've never seen before, and it's because those waters are so warm. We can sustain storms that generally this early in the season we just wouldn't be able to see. And while that is certainly alarming going forward, the more immediate concern is where is it going now? We talked about Category 3, maximum winds of 120 miles per hour. This is moving off to the west, likely to become a Category 4 storm later today, and if not today, by tomorrow. And this is going to impact the Windward Isles. These are popular tourist destinations: Grenada, Tobago, St. Lucia. These are places where folks go to vacation. There's nothing vacationing about a Category 4 storm coming your way. As you look in the middle of the upcoming week, by Wednesday, the system likely impacting Jamaica at that point, still as a major hurricane, Category 3, and then that cone starts to slide farther off to the west, gradually towards the Yucatan Peninsula. Talk about popular tourist destinations here, especially for folks in Southeast Texas. By Friday morning, you could be seeing hurricane strength winds throughout the Yucatan. That's Cozumel, that's Playa del Carmen, that's Tulum, that's Cancun. These are very, very popular and frequented locations, and that's not even considering the cruise industry, which could be impacted by this. Now, there is some uncertainty at this point. Up until that point, through the Central Caribbean, really tight model agreement. But once you get into the Western Caribbean, models do start to diverge a little bit. You see that tighter cluster bringing it into the Yucatan Peninsula. You do see other models towards the top of your screen there, curving it into the Gulf just a little bit earlier. I think the key point is that we don't know what's going to happen in the extended forecast. And while you see those forecast models ending there, that doesn't mean that that storm can't cross over the Yucatan Peninsula into the Bay of Campeche, re-strengthen, and lift north. So the big question is, are we going to see any impacts in Houston? And the honest answer is, it's too early to know. It's too early to even speculate about what could happen. I do expect that by the middle of this upcoming week, by Wednesday, we're going to have a better idea about the eventual outcome and path of this system, of Beryl. Now, back behind Beryl, there is still another developing storm, 70% development odds there. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. In the meantime, I think the greater concern and the greater focus should certainly be on Hurricane Beryl. And then even out ahead of this system, in the Bay of Campeche, we have another developing system, 50% development odds. The tropics are on fire right now, and it's very early to be seeing this kind of development, storms with this kind of strength. I will note that if this were to develop either way, it's going to head west into Mexico. This is not going to impact our weather here in Southeast Texas. So all eyes certainly on Beryl as we move through the week ahead. If it were to have impact in Southeast Texas, and it is possible that that happens, but it is one of many, many outcomes here. You'd be talking about impacts as you move into about a week from today. So Sunday and then into the following Monday. So we've got 7 or 8 days. That means get your hurricane kit ready. Make sure that you have a plan in place, and we'll monitor and we'll watch this storm system as models come into better agreement about its eventual landfalling outcome. I'm ABC 13 meteorologist Kevin Roth, and that is your tropical weather update.